at something fit for the X-Files during an expedition in the Baltic Sea. The team captured this sonar image of a circular object about 300 feet down on the seafloor. Trace Gallagher live from our West Coast newsroom with details on what some are saying looks like an underwater UFO. Trace?
It really does. You know, this company, by the way, doesn't really specialize in looking for UFOs. Shannon, they look for buried treasure and artifacts and stuff. They recently found some very rare champagne at the bottom of the sea, and they came across this. This is a sonar image, as you said, 300 feet down. And not just any UFO, by the way. This thing looks like the Millennium Falcon, right? Han Solo's Millennium Falcon from Star Wars fame. I mean, that's what the Millennium Falcon really looks like. It's George Lucas's imaginary Millennium Falcon. Now look at them side by side. If you had a top and they would look almost identical. The thing on your left, it looks like it almost went off a runway, right? Kind of hung off the left of the runway.
This is IB Times TV, Thursday, August 4th. I'm Jay Cameron. A team of Swedish sea treasure hunters have discovered an oddity at the bottom of the ocean that could possibly have interstellar origins.
Buckle up, Star Wars nerds. You're gonna like this one. Underwater explorers in Sweden have discovered an unidentified object at the bottom of the Baltic Sea that some say bears an eerie resemblance to...
For shipwrecked treasure hunters, it's a game of patience and persistence, and being in the right spot at the right time. Deep down on the bottom of the Baltic Sea near Sweden, a team of salvage experts may have hit the jackpot. The trouble is, so far, this bounty can't be explained. Peter Lindberg has been in the business for almost 20 years. This vintage champagne hauled from a century-old wreck, one of his sweetest successes. Until, that is, the commercial diver stumbled upon an incredible find.
We had been out for 9 days. And, well, we were quite tired and we were on our way home, but we made a final run with the sonar fish. And suddenly this thing turned up. And, well, my first reaction was to tell the guys that, hey, we have a UFO here on the bottom.
Sonar readings show it's about 60 metres across, or the size of a jumbo jet, and it's not on its own down there. The Ocean Explorer team also found another smaller disc-shaped object nearby. Both show a rigid tail or drag marks more than 400 metres long. Their size and distinctive shape are generating some peculiar theories. Could this be the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, a plug to an inner world, or a marine version of Stonehenge?
In what seems to come straight out of a Star Wars film, something like a crashed Millennium Falcon has been spotted at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. The image first appeared on the sonar of Ocean X, a private treasure hunting company, a couple years ago. You can see its strange and artificially circular shape. It looks something like a UFO. Also note the street marks behind it. Look at the way they're shaped. It looks like whatever this thing was crashed and skidded along the ground before coming to a stop. But this definitely gets weirder. The team that actually discovered the object noted that when their boat was directly above the object, their electrical equipment, or some of it, actually stopped working. Then, when they sailed away, the equipment magically just started working again. The dive team that explored the sunken object also explained how the object appeared to have steps leading to some sort of egg-shaped entrance on it. Parts of either the object or rock that had formed around it were actually dated to be around 14,000 years old. Still, some experts say this could completely be a natural geologic rock formation. But, to me at least, the way it stands out on a sonar scan, the steps and entrance the divers note, and the apparent skid marks that trail the object, makes the theory of a natural geologic rock formation seem a bit like an unlikely culprit. There's only theories about what this object actually is. It could be an alien spacecraft, it could be something else. Unfortunately, the waters around the object are really muddy and are hard to see through. The visibility is really bad. So it's hard to investigate exactly what this object is. It's also at a depth of 90 meters, making it even more difficult to figure out what this object is. Right now, the team that originally found it, Ocean X, is waiting for more funding so they can figure out what this object is, or they can do more research and study and dives on it.
We were out on the Baltic Sea. The mission was to find booze, the gold for us. In the middle of night, we're sitting in front of the monitor and look at the side scanner. Something else popped up on the screen. A round object, not a wreck. A big round object in the middle of the Baltic Sea.
During a wreck expedition in 2011, we find something we never have seen before. It was a large circular shaped object, about 180 feet in diameter. During my over 25-year-long career as a wreck hunter, I have never experienced such find before. I have seen a lot of strange things on the bottom, and I searched thousands of square kilometers. But this very odd-shaped object really catched my attention. We find the signs and features on the object that looks very strange and odd, that normal natural formation doesn't show. Some part even look like they are handcrafted. Since our find of the anomaly, we have been presented a lot of different kind of theories from different people all over the world. And it ranged from being a remain from an old volcano, meteorite, but also things like it might be the gateway to hell.
The images soon confirm this is neither a pockmark or a crater.
For me, it looks like it was some construction of some kind.
The huge 195-foot diameter disc is 13 feet thick and seems to be resting on debris 15 to 30 feet above the seafloor.
When we have been down there now with the ROV, we see like the angles, the holes and the walls. This is something perhaps man-made.
Then disaster strikes.
The ROV broke, kaput.
Their attempts to repair the ROV are unsuccessful. Then, stranger still, the ship's electronic systems also begin to fail, one by one.
And the radar system was not working.
It seemed like something affected all the electronic equipment. Everything broke down when we were on top of it.
Share their find with the world.
We decided to go out public with this because we don't know what we have found and we need help.
The sonar image quickly captures the imagination of the news channels.
Sea surveyors say they found what can only be described as the wreckage of a crashed spaceship.
Some enthusiasts have been comparing the shape to the Millennium Falcon, a spacecraft from the Star Wars series.
你看我们都觉得那是一个平静的峡湾，可是没有想到那里面奇怪的故事有。其实啊，我们知道全世界有很多科学家做了一个统计啊，这个一个神奇的 USO 啊，这部特别
带来印证一下，它里面开宗明义第一段就写什么？写说全世界最早有记录海底不明飞行物出现的地方在哪里？在我们今天这个报纸所写的波罗的海北边这边，包括波罗的海最早出现的地方，而且是全世界